So what things in your life are you proud of? Where in your life can you point to something and say, hey, I'm proud of accomplishing that? I want to talk about that on this video. How's it going, Reinventers? I'm Amelia. This is Reinventing You, the channel where you can be inspired to take your own reinventing journey so that you can live a life of joy, fulfillment, and purpose. I am driving, so I will probably be looking out the window more than I'm looking at the phone, so just be aware of that. And also I realized when I set the phone up that it's like this huge steering wheel and me little tiny picture in the back. I realized that I have never actually filmed a video from my car. I'm currently going through an area where there's this blinking yellow light, and if you want to know more about that, you can check out the card that's above my head or down in the descriptions below. So I'm being very, very cautious right now. I want to talk about in this video how we can have pride in ourselves and why that's so important for reinventing. Now, if this is your first time here, please note when I've watched my analytics, or I don't watch my analytics, I guess I look at my analytics, I realize that a lot of my non-subscribers, 75% of people who watch this video or these videos that I make are not subscribed. So I'm going to invite you first of all to subscribe. And if you have already subscribed, please give me a thumbs up. I sure will appreciate that. And not to psych you out, but not everything always goes as planned when you are making videos. I had filmed this video, I had everything done, but then when I actually sat down to edit it on Saturday, a whole chunk disappeared, which was actually my fault. Okay, it was actually my fault that it disappeared. I had erased it, the original, thinking it was already on the video, but apparently it still had to go to the iCloud. I don't understand why that had to happen. But anyway, I made the mistake of deleting it, gone. I can't go back and find that again. And on Saturday, I just gave up. It was just like, I'm not even gonna bother. And I probably should have gotten in my car and re-filmed some of it. But I started thinking about the whole subject matter. But the whole point of the video is talking about having pride in yourself, being proud of your accomplishments, and why that's important for reinventing. It is important because a lot of times, especially before you've decided to reinvent yourself, you may find yourself heavily influenced by outside sources. And it could be media, it could be family, it could be coworkers, it could be friends or neighbors. There's just other people that you are trying to please constantly. And until you recognize that, and until you say, I need to have pride in myself, I need to acknowledge my accomplishments, you are never going to get to the point where you can have the self-confidence and the will to really succeed. And it is so hard. I mean, one of my most popular videos on this channel has been about nosy people. I mean, people really resonate with this. This is something people are always having to deal with. And so when I am thinking about my own progress and reinventing myself and everything that I've done, I have to remember, what am I proud of? And let me tell you right now, I'm having the worst difficulty because I've basically been at this about 3 years and I have around 300 subscribers, and I get all of these people on YouTube that have been on there for 6 months and have 1,000 subscribers and all this kind of stuff, and it is so disheartening. I just have a really hard time continuing this. I'm like, why am I doing this? What is the point? Because I don't feel like I'm receiving that, accolades or that support from outside. Now, that doesn't mean I don't appreciate each and every one of you. It just feels like I am constantly, preaching to the same people, which is what I did in the ministry, but I don't feel like I'm preaching anymore, if that makes sense. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I have to say, what am I proud of in terms of my accomplishments? And one of the things that I have to tell myself that I'm proud of is the fact that I've continued to make these videos, even though I have not gotten a bunch of subscribers. I'm not monetized. I'm not, making everybody's feed, all of these kinds of things that I see other YouTubers doing. And I have to stop comparing myself to other people. And instead I have to say, what in my life am I proud of? And what am I going to celebrate? One of the reasons why I came up with this subject for this video was that I've been following Sunny Lenarduzzi. But one of the things that really got me thinking about this is she spends time every day doing two things. And one of them is writing down things that she's grateful for. And I've mentioned that several times in several videos, if that's helpful to mention what you're grateful for. But she also writes down what she's proud of herself for accomplishing. And I have always said, celebrate your accomplishments, but I never thought about in terms of having pride, being proud of what you've done, like you're your own parent or your own spouse or your own friend. That's the kind of thing and support that you and I need when we are reinventing ourselves. I want you to take some time right now to just sit down, either grab a piece of paper or a napkin, or even, go to another place on your phone or your iPad and make a list of things that you're proud of. What are some things that you have accomplished that you are proud of, or you've been successful? You think of yourself as been successful. These are not things that of people outside of yourself may or may not be think of successful or be proud of. For instance, when you're trying to get your parents' approval, you want them to see you as successful. And when I'm talking about that, you're always trying to figure out what they see as successful. Both of my parents were educators, so that for them, success had to do with a high level of education. That was a big thing. But I didn't really aspire to continue my education. Well, I did, I have a master's, but I was not, there are some people who have gone on to gotten DMins or doctorates, but that was never something that appealed to me. Now, my parents would have loved it. I'm sure they would have been very proud of me. And I'm really sorry, my hair is really getting to the point where it needs to be cut. But anyway, you did not want to hear about all that. I know that when I'm saying I'm proud of myself, it's not going to be anything that my parents would have approved of. It is what I am proud of myself for accomplishing, for doing. Like I said before with this YouTube channel, that I've stuck with it despite the fact that I'm not this huge influencer person on YouTube. That's okay. I have to continue to think 1, 2, 3 people who are trying to reinvent their lives. This is an important channel for them. If I can speak to you and not 1,000 people, then that is the most important part of what I am doing. And I have to be proud of myself for that accomplishment. So that's what I'm talking about. When I say write down what you're proud of yourself for, if it was making your bed this morning, if it was getting up, if it was, resisting all those birthday cookies that I have in the other room. But anyway, obviously that's not something I can put down to be proud of myself. But think of the things that you're proud of yourself. You went for a walk today. You called a friend. You did not waste time today by doing something that is not productive. You were more productive than usual. Whatever it is, you need to say, I am proud of this. List it out. And don't stop today. Try to do it every day or at least once a week. Now, this is my first time to ever record on my iPad. And I realized when I listened to some of the other parts of the video, the sound quality is really bad. Somebody had told me that. I probably will not record again on the iPad, but I wanted to get this video out to you. I hope this has been helpful. I will try again to do a driving video and not delete all the video. If you would, please give me a thumbs up. And I ask you, if you already subscribe to this channel, would you share this channel with somebody else? There may be somebody who's struggling with some ideas of what they have not done, or they're trying to be influenced by other people outside, that they really need to have some pride in themselves. If you would share this video with them and at least help one or two other people, that would be awesome. I'm proud of myself. I hope you're proud of yourself as well. Have a great one.